how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at the 76ers. So far, this hasn't been the season they were hoping for, and time is of the essence.
Checking out Philadelphia, this year hasn't worked out for them at all. They were being talked about as a title contender in the preseason.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
Now Denver's starting five. The combo up front is Porter Jr. and the Joker. Then there's Christian Brown, then it's Murray, and it's Strother in at the one spot. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
So it's Philadelphia now. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Pass to Gordon. 5 on the clock. Down low. And stolen by Murray. Driving to the basket. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Guards like Murray, they are so good when they're attacking the rim.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in the scoring.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
Yeah, we all know Murray is a shooter, but look out. He can finish, too.
Knocked away. Back come the Nuggets on the run. Now Maxey coming off a solid outing against Sacramento. They can't stop the run with that one. Here's Jokic, and it's Denver with another.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And a look at the stats for Tyrese Maxey.
And he's been locked in at the free throw line for sure. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. You just get that extra focus at the charity stripe.
Now here's Oubre doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. And it's Porter, that time on the assist by Jokic. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Denver.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
And, Coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double-team him, he's going to create wide-open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single-covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Yabusele. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Deflected! Pulls up at the elbow. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Denver making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And it's Lowry with the ball for Philadelphia. Looking for their first basket of the game. For 3, George. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
right wing. 19-footer. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Oubre. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to Gordon. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a third or fourth guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number one or number two guy, but you got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And it's the Nuggets ball. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's good for 2. Strother's got 8.
Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
George against Gordon. They need this. George's shot is off. He gets it up. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's Denver just dominating this one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
They are looking engaged so far, especially on offense.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
On the floor for Denver, getting going in the second. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Pickett in at the 1. Westbrook outside. With some arc. A nice shot. By Watson.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Here's Lowry. Watson with a rebound. So it's Denver now. Jokic way outside. The long distance 3 is buried. Give him 8.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
From deep three-point land. And another 3 for Denver.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
Outside Edwards. Back to Lowry. Clock at 4. Looking to end the run. Rebounded by Pickett.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Shot is good by Gordon.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
It's stolen. Pickett passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down hard.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Pass to Edwards. Here's Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Lowry, the pass to Drummond. Lowry with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. No good with a layup.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And Lowry gets doubled. And a bit of a battle for the ball, and the officials signal a jump ball here.
That'll be a jump ball.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
Drummond to screen on Westbrook. Inside to stop the drought. The shot by Drummond, no good. Denver's got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. Westbrook with the miss. And it's Lowry with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. To the middle. Right side Maxey. It's tipped. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA today?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends. Some of it's good defense and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
Dare I say he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
And the dunk by Jokic.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
Drummond up top. Drummond with the screen. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. They get it back. For 3, Maxey. Can't get it to drop.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Watson. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Watson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, Jokic is one of the best passers in NBA history for any position.
Outside Maxey. Will it go? No good that time. Denver calls timeout.
He recognized his players were fatigued and needed time to catch their breath.
Let's hear it for your 76ers youth dance team.
That'll count. Whoa! He just got it off in time.
That was close. Now, he doesn't panic in these situations.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
It's been all about Nikola Jokic for Denver. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Nick Nurse, and Coach, I saw you imploring your team to pick it up. Where do you need to be better in the second half?
Well, we're not very good offensively right now. I think we're taking some okay shots, but we got to be a little bit more patient and keep moving it around a little bit. Need multiple paint touches rather than just one. So we just got to do a little bit better job of getting off it and relocating a little bit.
Patience is a virtue. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot run. The Memphis next shot.
Hello, folks. Glad to have you with us. The Joker is in the building. So far, Nikola Jokic has been all business. Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in?
I imagine Shaq.
Now let's talk about that lopsided first half. Obviously, a lot of work to do for the 76ers. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Yabusele in at the center position. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, BA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Ryan, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
For 3, Gordon. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Brown. And again, Denver with a 3.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Coach, another guy that symbolizes the rise of Canadian basketball, Jamal Murray. What an impact he's making.
Yeah, Brian, and I'd say even more than just making an impact. This Canadian guard can actually carry an offense on his own at times.
Here's Yabusele. To end the run. Oh, Jokic with a block.
Great timing by Jokic allows him to block that shot. That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Outside Oubre. Murray against Gordon. And there's the screen. 6 to shoot. Here's Yabusele. Brown grabs the board.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Outside for Porter. Pass to Strother. For 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Maxey with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Looking to get it going. And it's Maxey missing.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Yep, that one goes. Brown's got 12 points.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
And it's Maxey missing. The Nuggets have gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor.
Well, when Jokic gets it low, he's so hard to dislodge. You can bump him all you want, but it's usually no use.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Strother, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Back to Maxey. They still need this. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Here's Yabusele. Gordon outside. Pass to Maxey. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 8 now.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall. In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
George outside. They set the screen. The Sixers with another miss.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
Porter from outside. And another three for Denver.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Yabusele. Good D by Jokic. Pass to Murray. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Murray's got 19 points. And here's George. Still without a bucket. There's the steal. Got it off in time. No good on the shot. And so it's Denver. And they're up an insane amount going into the break. Their defensive efforts have... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And here's Denver. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Dario Saric is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Alexander in at the 2.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Maxey passes to Drummond. Back to Maxey. To the inside. Out to Lowry. Three-pointer. He buries it from 3. Lowry's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Since halftime, they've been chucking up more shots from beyond the arc, trying to score in chunks. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
That's tipped. It's 2-on-1. Here's Maxey. Oh, Westbrook with a block.
So persistent. Westbrook looking for a way to stop the shot, and he found it.
Saric with it. Picked up by Lowry. 2 points. That one goes. Saric has gotten his first points in this one. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
You also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
And you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Gordon, he's checked in for Lowry. Hall's checked in for the Nuggets.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The shot to stop the run. The kick out to Edwards. The Sixers again can't hit.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
There's the drive. The 3-ball. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Hall. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Gordon. Rebounded by Denver. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Pass to Maxey. Fires from deep. Counsell. Can't get the tip in. Denver's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Alexander gets the bucket.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
A minute 37 left to play in the fourth quarter. Takes a three. Gets the 3 ball to go. Alexander's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding it.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Nuggets.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And with just 1 game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Nikola Jokic.
Well, as a coach, it's so fun to watch a player dominate the game offensively like he did in this one.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
They were not playing well and were in desperate need of a win. He took this responsibility upon himself, and he delivered. 6 on the shot clock. To 3, George. They get it back. Pass to Murray. Now here's Jordan. He shoots it. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point, you have to start making these.
Knocks down the triple.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Here's Tyson, and it's good. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Jamal, I know you're a competitor. Coming off of a tough loss, what was the mindset coming into this game?
Just a hit-first mentality. We really need it as a team, and we just want to come here and maybe call the first time out and just hit hard. So that's exactly what we did.
You were the aggressors from the get-go, and it paid off. Thanks so much, Jamal.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
Coming right up, the Mavericks taking on the 76ers. For the Dallas Mavericks, a perfect opportunity to show their best. And
they say revenge is...
Welcome to this Thursday night in the... The NBA, right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Spencer Dinwiddie.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Look at the 76ers starting group. You've got Gordon, Oubre out there with George. Then there's Maxey, and it's Yabusele in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Mavericks, moving on the wing along with Thompson. Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1 spot.
And Maxey plays with so much energy. That time he wheels that one in off the contact.
Pass to Irving. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
I thought their game plan was really spot on, and we saw that in their scoring more than anything else.
The specter of injury seems to always loom over Paul George's career, Doris.
But, Kevin, I think it's very
good. Another from 3.
Oh my, you love what he brings to this team and what he brings to the game.
Tonight he becomes the 4th winning 3-point scorer in NBA history. That is amazing.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Here's Dinwiddie. Oubre pulls it in. For Philadelphia, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Shoots over Dinwiddie. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gordon's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Thompson passes to Gafford. Shot clock at 6. Outside Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You are not going to find too many better in the mid-range than Kyrie Irving.
Here's Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
I'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jason Kidd.
Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Irving can't hit.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at running the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Dallas making a switch here. Marshall's checked in. Gafford kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Gafford. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And it's sent back by George. And George with the stuff.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Irving against Gordon.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside Irving. To stop the run. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Oubre's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Average trail by 15.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Gafford finds Dinwiddie. On the wing, Irving. 5 to shoot. Can't connect from short range.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him. Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Jason Kidd is called timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Substitutions here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Let's take a look at Dallas. They're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season.
And you know, for the Mavericks, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level. You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Kept alive, Hardy. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The 76ers leading by 17. Count that one.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Washington. Rebounded by Jackson. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the 76ers. And this matchup with Dallas, it's their first meeting of the season.
And you have to love it when there's a matchup like this. Two teams that are at the top of their respective conferences going at it.
And the fact that they split their two meetings last season. Does one try to get a leg up?
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double digit. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
They've got P.J. Washington. Also Dwight Powell out there, and it's Hardy in at the one. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning. And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Driving in, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
You gotta like how Lowry puts his head down and just charges in on the drive.
Now, here's Hardy. D right on him. Washington sets the pick for Marshall. Pass to Washington. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Dallas calls timeout. The Mavericks making a change here. Prosper's checked in. Yabusele, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Gordon comes in for Kyle Lowry. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Philadelphia's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Mavericks.
I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backboard and attacking the rim.
Puts up a deep three, and the 76ers get it back. Launches it from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Maxey's got 11 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Marshall. Here's Grimes. Shot clock at 5. Misses from short range. Here's Yabusele. Up and in on the layup. He has 5.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Hardy passes to Grimes. And it's blocked by Gordon. Edwards inside. And Edwards with the stuff.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
It's deflected. And the officials call a traveling violation. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Friday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that matchup against the Sixers, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick'em game, depending on how they play.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dwight Powell, and Irving subbed in for Morris. Irving surveying the floor. Gafford with the ball. George picks him up. Can they get it? Dallas, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Second shot opportunity. Gafford misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. PJ can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made that was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Maxey.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Dinwiddie passes to Irving. Dinwiddie is screen on Gordon. Irving attacking. Here's Gafford. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Oubre. Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Washington. Nice shot by Yabusele.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Thompson in the corner. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Thompson's got 6 points.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson a look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Outside Irving. It's good from long range. Irving's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Philadelphia 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Okay, you're thinking about the shot. So close. Let's hear it for our contestant.
Welcome to halftime. First up, let's check out what games are tipping off tonight. The Timberwolves will face off against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Tip-off is 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Dallas Mavericks.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. George is out there with Oubre. Then there's Gordon. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the 5. Gafford misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Oubre, good.
Boy, this is an area of his game that he has stepped up from his entry point into the league. Kelly Oubre is got to be taken seriously from downtown right now.
Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Here's Irving. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Irving's got 7 points.
Irving, an elusive scorer, so adept at finding space inside.
On the wing, Gordon. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Gordon against Irving. Here's Dinwiddie. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
How about the vertical from Kelly Oubre Jr.? My goodness.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. And stolen by Maxey. And here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Pass to Washington. Thompson surveying the floor. Looking to end the run. Here's Gafford. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling. The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Dinwiddie finds Washington. Dallas moving it around. Washington sets the pick for Dinwiddie. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Well, you think about this guy as a 3-and-D guy, but Oubre showing why he earned that label. How about that effort on the defensive end?
A different look for Dallas. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Irving. And it's Hardy in for Spencer Dinwiddie. Outside Lowry. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Pass to Thompson. picked his pocket.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And now the 76ers on the break. And Kyle Lowry, good for 3. Lowry's got 7 points in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And let's give them credit to the shot blocking on display. They set the tone early and have kept the pressure on defensively.
Wasted no time on that one. 9 points in the game so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Grimes, and the 3-ball is good.
How about the quick trigger off the catch from Grimes? Nice.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
3 points.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Hardy passes to Gafford. Now here's Hardy. Tipped away and stolen by Drummond. There's Jackson with the 3. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Edwards comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Raji Marshall in for Klay Thompson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here's Hardy. Now recovering. To the paint. Hardy, no good. Here's Council. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's Philadelphia, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Dwight Powell, and it's Hardy in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, you talk about spacing the floor. This is exactly what you hope for from Quentin Grimes.
Offensive rebound outside for Jackson. Drops one in from the wing.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Knocked away. Up top, Nance. And Nance slams it in.
Well, Kyle Lowry with a little larceny to set up the bucket. Go ahead.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Hardy passes to Grimes. Now here's Hardy. Now recovering. Hardy, no good.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Edwards can't hit. Dallas has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Pass to Prosper. Here's Grimes. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Nance. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's Philadelphia. Good momentum, 8 straight points. 3-pointer, Lowry drills it from outside.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react. but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Clock at 6. They set the pick. Here's Hardy. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
It's Lowry again for 3.
Kyle Lowry's best skill might be his competitiveness, the answer from 3.
Nifty move. Hardy, no good. 76ers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Takes the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night. Edwards dishes to Nance. Offensive rebound from deep three-point territory. Nailed from three-point land.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Lowry brings the double. Pass to Powell. Here's Prosper. Dallas again missing.
And as we head to the final buzzer here,
Boy, you love to see this level of awareness from a big like Drummond. How about that feed to his teammate?
Dallas has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Grimes. Traps in the tray.
How about the range on that jump shot? I love seeing this guy when he's in form.
Nance passes to Jackson. A shot's good on the assist by Nance.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Edwards lays it up off the glass.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
There's a screen. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front. Guys, what do you think?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kyle Lowry.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I